I can't even start the video properly. What's up, YouTubers? One and all, we're on part 17 of the mega build. Let's just go, because I have a call in the background.
Is that when he does eventually snap, it's horrifying. Because the whole time that he's calm, he's thinking of what he's gonna do next, be it battle strategy or taking out a usurper.
So we're doing Huxley. Let's go. Oh my god, the Huxley is actually the biggest shit. What the fuck?
And so does Megatron have like contingency plans for like every single Decepticon, or? Pretty much, yeah. He also has a group of Decepticons who he knows are 110% loyal to him.
Like Soundwave?
So even if things get out of hand, he's got backup.
Like Soundwave?
Yeah, Soundwave and Shockwave are his two main guys. Those are his brains of the operation. And for Muscle, he's got Skyquake and Dreadwing.
I hate to leave so soon. I'll be back, but I need to freshen up. It's already 11:35. I feel kind of nasty.
All right, we'll see you when you get back.
All right.
I'll be back.
All right.
Give me yeah, give me like 20. Okay, I'll be back.
All right.
Yeah, bye. I'm just playing easy.
So go ahead and continue, unless you want to like wait for her.
I'll talk about some of the smaller stuff that goes on in Reliquary.
I mean, yeah, let's talk about the Decepticon hobbies. Why not?
Yes, so one of the big things I'm doing with Reliquary is we're going to spend as much time with the Decepticons as we do with the Autobots, because I think it's important to remember that every single one of these characters is they're a person, So,
Decepticons need most screen time anyway.
Yes, definitely.
And in the Mayverse, especially, they're only characterized by the fact that they're the bad guys. That's it. In this,
14.
we see that they have hobbies. Bludgeon is always meditating when he's not fighting,
Okay, that's valid, because he's a Sentinel.
Yeah, and, Skyquake and Dreadwing are always hanging out together because they're brothers. Megatron is really the only Decepticon who doesn't have any frivolous hobbies.
Other than being a gladiator?
Yeah. Yes, Mirage Prime. Unicron is in the motion comic quite a bit, and he is a massive threat. So Soundwave is, because the Nemesis is orbiting Earth, Soundwave is always tuning into human, radio waves and stuff like that to monitor. But also, he kind of become fond of the internet. He likes cat videos, stuff like that.
Bro.
Shockwave's hobby is a lot darker. Shockwave likes to find animals on Earth and bring them up to the Nemesis and see what makes them tick.
Jesus.
He's fascinated by organic life. He's fascinated by it.
This is the Huxley we're building, by the way. This is the most complicated one of the bunch.
I found a funny internet meme.
Well, he doesn't do that to Megatron because he knows better. But he'll bring some of the other like Blackout. He'll contact Blackout and he'll show him something he thinks is funny, and usually Blackout will agree.
What's Blackout's hobby specifically?
Blackout's a napper. Anytime he can sleep, he will. Blackout is like me.
Oh wait, he's that one he's that one person where Starscream's giving a speech or whatnot. He's just. Yes. Yes, standing up, sleeping, nice.
What's up? So, for Blackout that you're doing, is his weakness going to be getting shot in the crotch? No.
No.
Blackout is actually one of the few Decepticons that survives. Meanwhile, 2007 Blackout. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, if any of us were shot in the crotch with a grenade launcher, we would not be doing as well as he did.
No, I think we'd be. He was lucky to stay in one piece. We'd be just all over the place.
Yeah. Well, okay, so another thing about the characters in general is that we're gonna get a lot of time with, because again, this motion comic will have time to explore all these different characters. The Autobots and Decepticons, of course, they are at war and stuff like that. However, characters like Drift and Bludgeon, they get along. When the Autobots and Decepticons meet for negotiations, which happens a couple times, Drift and Bludgeon are just talking like they're old friends.
That makes sense.
Well, it's because they studied under the same teacher, so they're both of them. They share a lot of stories, and they recount old stories of each other, and hey, you remember the time you fell over this, that, and third. Stuff like that is going to be pretty important. And then there's
remember
bounty
the time he killed that Decepticon straggler?
right. The bounty hunters are really interesting. And yes, they are led by Lockdown. And Lockdown actually ends up hiring a bunch of Decepticons as bounty hunters. So,
Including Nitro Zeus, my boy.
yeah. Within Lockdown's crew is Mohawk, Nitro Zeus, Bludgeon. Hold on, I'll have to check. Because it's been a minute since I've played
the last night feelings.
Well, it's because what I'm doing here is like the bounty hunters are like the really eccentric Decepticons, because they remind me of how animated Lockdown was. So Lockdown's crew consists of Bludgeon, Nitro Zeus, Mohawk, Hailstorm, and Axor.
And but I don't know if he is official or not, but for Lockdown's crew, what about this guy? I know, the only thing I know he's from the Legacy, but he is part of Lockdown's thing.
Yeah, I don't own him, and I don't have a whole big urge to get him.
I have him if you want Maury. I mean, I am selling him.
What? Was it Crash Bar? Nah.
Oh wait. Actually, no. I think I got rid of Crash. Are you talking about Road Pig or Crash Bar? Which one are you talking?
Wait, what? What's up?
Is it Road Pig or Crash Bar that you were showing?
I think his name is Road Pig.
Yeah, I have that one. He's currently out in my living room shelf right now.
Yeah, let me check my stuff I've been saving.
But the Decepticons.
Bro, this is a little bit
divided
confusing.
up
I'm not
into
gonna lie.
different groups as well. Like there's obviously the Seekers, but there's also the I haven't come up with a solid concrete name yet. Pretty much they're just the Destruction Division, which Brawl, Bone Crusher, the Dreads, they're sent in to go mess things up.
To go mess things up.
or something.
Bone Crusher, the one who has head chopped off. Well, actually, the first brutal kill in the live-action movie.
I don't know. I think Grindor got it worse.
Well, let's see. There's getting your head chopped off, getting your arm cut off, then getting blasted multiple times in the chest, getting shot in the groin, and also having the Allspark kill you.
Face ripped off by Prime.
Yeah, I would say, or getting stabbed through the chest with your own spear, slammed against a wall, and getting your face ripped off before getting your heart punched out through your chest.
And actually making you see it right in front of your eyes, that too, because that was also, that was a little extra. He actually made sure it was right in front of his eyes while he crushed it.
Favorite is a freaking menace. He performed a fatality on the fallen and then made a joke.
But I know someone else who also has a brutal death.
Yeah, about those kills is what made people not like that version that much.
Lockdown.
That's another thing I want to point on is the way Prime is written in Reliquary. Prime will fight as an absolute last resort. In fact, to a fault. There are times where he tries to talk and he just gets his butt kicked, and he eventually he's like, all right, clearly words aren't working. All right. But he will not fight as a first resort. He won't do it because this version of Prime, is, he's tired of fighting. He's sick of it, and he's of course he's had to kill before, and every single time haunts him. And so he's a little more reserved in this story because of what he's dealing with. And an important detail for Reliquary is that the cast that you meet in Reliquary, of all the Cybertronians that we meet, they are the last of Cybertron's population. That's it. Under 100 individuals. So it serves a couple of purposes. One, it shows that things are really desperate for every side, and another is for plot reasons. Because that way, any death that occurs has significant meaning, because they get closer and closer to extinction with each death.
And that's why Prime hates fighting, because he knows he's gonna win and kill someone.
Alright, who was asking about canon?
Is that canon next?
I remember I had an idea for like a list of deaths that had already occurred, and quite a few of them are characters that have died previously in other canons. This is really kind of its own universe. It borrows heavily from the Aligned continuity, but it's not.
Really, I
like
don't
a
need to
sequel
change this.
anything.
It's just kind of the same anyway. So.
Did you say that Unicron was going to be in the thing that you're making?
Yes, he is.
I just need to get a Unicron figure for him again, because that used to be mine, and then we traded it back and forth, and the law lost shenanigans from that.
Yeah, one of these days I plan on getting the Studio One cell for Unicron.
Okay, that figure's magnificent.
No, did you heard that Frankie's Unicron is actually the same as Jobby's that he used to have?
Oh, damn.
You guys didn't know that?
Yeah, no.
But yeah, during my freshman year, I was originally going to save up for the 01 Steve though, but I never did.
So yeah, that's pretty much how that one works.
And
So let's do this deployed state.
the way Unicron goes out at the end of the story, he's not killed because you can't kill a multiversal singularity. He's banished from that universe.
No, that's a dumb name.
What's that?
The G1 movie.
I mean, because with the G1 movie, his physical form exploded and his head was still alive. Unicron remained pretty much intact when he banished.
But yeah, his head became a new moon for Cybertron since the other ones were destroyed.
Right. In Reliquary, he's pretty much banished in his entirety from the universe. But of course, that always opens doors to bring him back, because he's like William Afton. He always comes back. But
G1 show he almost come back.
What's that?
In the G1 show, Starscream was doing something to bring Unicron back.
Well, yeah, it's because he wanted his body back, and Unicron said, "Hey, if you build me a new body, I'll give you yours back."
Yeah.
And he did, and then Starscream was like, "Yeah, fuck you too."
He's like, "I got my body back. I don't owe you nothing."
But yeah, since you said you are doing Unicron, do you plan on adding characters?
Initially, I did, but I felt that they convoluted the plot. So yeah, they most likely won't appear.
Yeah, because mainly what the thing is with the characters in the story are, for him at least, everyone on the shelf is pretty much a character. If they're not on the shelf, they are not in.
There will be some that aren't. Yeah, there will be some that aren't. There's a bunch of humans that'll appear because they're on Earth. There are going to be humans. However, the humans that we meet are all trying to, they're all trying to get rid of the Cybertronians on Earth. Except we'll actually see that they're hunting Autobots and Decepticons, and they built something to do it. They built what's called Project Prometheus, which was initially called Project Nemesis. Pretty obvious what it's going to be.
Yeah.
That'll be using, for when I draw it up, I'll be using the Velocitron Scourge for that.
Which, once again, you're welcome for.
Yep. The idea is they build this mech suit as kind of a mini Jaeger to fight Cybertronians, and it's a really capable, suit. It's got, jets in it, so it can jump real high. It can't fly, but it can jump really high. It can move really quickly. Of course, got the shoulder-mounted cannons. It's got a rifle that's basically
16
Prime's
and
rifle.
17.
And it'll have an assortment of other weapons.
Oh,
Because,
shit.
again, it was built to fight Cybertronians. It's got to have an arsenal to match. And eventually we find out that Lockdown gets a hold of it, and he uses it as manual labor. He gets hold of it, he reprograms it, and just has it working on his ship.
Honestly, that's a better use for it. Like, the fact that even the Transformers use it for something that is less war friendly is just... It just shows that they really care about keeping themselves alive. I do appreciate that little touch.
Well, the reason that Lockdown doesn't use him as a soldier is because without a pilot, the suit is not intelligent. It was only used as a suit for somebody who's using it to fight, and so without a pilot, it has a very basic AI, so he can give it tasks to accomplish.
Right. Didn't we say that one of Brawl's hobbies was listening to heavy metal or something like that, since he's loud and...
Brawl is a fan of heavy metal. Quite a few of the Decepticons have accepted some parts of human culture, and Brawl is a big fan of metal.
I feel like it was more around sound wave in them that would be around heavy metal.
About the Reliquary Decepticons. Please tell me that is any of them a fan of Linkin Park?
Oh my god.
Would any of them be a fan of Linkin Park's music?
Oh my god, I've actually been waiting to know the answer to this one. He hasn't told me this one yet.
Of course. So I have a couple characters who I think would like Linkin Park. And let me look over the shelf here, and I gotta see if I remember who it was, because I've got a lot of Decepticons, so I'm gonna need to see who it was, because I cannot remember for the life of me.
Take your
I
time.
scratched a piece of rhino with my finger.
Everything you say to me.
That close to the edge. I'm about to break. Yep, but one step close to the edge. I'm about to break.
There's so much LP songs that I have on my MP3. I need to get any of them. Hold on.
It was Breakdown. It was Breakdown to like Linkin Park.
Oh, nice. Nice. Wait, Breakdown and Knockout, or just Breakdown?
Knockout doesn't. He doesn't really care about human music. It's not his thing. But Breakdown loves it.
Okay, so Breakdown likes music. Knockout loves racing.
Yeah, Knockout still does street races.
Oh, that's good.
I have a little TFB reference there. Cliff Jumper is a really funny character in the story. Not because he dies, but because he almost dies in almost every situation he finds himself in. And so there'll be a lot of times where something should have hit him or should have killed him that didn't. So we're turning his cliche on its head.
Why do I feel like Cliff Jumper is gonna be like Leo Spitz when when they were getting shot by Starscream? He's gonna be like, oh god, no, please just let me live, just let me live, just let me live.
All right, that's enough.
Cliff Jumper's not. He's not as cowardly as Leo. He's down to fight, but he's just a lot luckier than he has been in past series.
So okay, about him avoiding them, is that gonna be like Domino from Marvel or
borderline? It's like a borderline superpower that he's got, but he's not aware of it like Domino is. He just happens to not be killed at times.
That's fucking beautiful. I like that.
So
I like that little troll. What the fuck?
One of something that would be fun.
He faced death like Sonic. He's be like, I have no idea.
So you guys remember the mine incident from Transformers 1, right?
Yeah.
What instead of Jazz like getting hurt and all that stuff? What if it was Cliff Jumper?
Oh my. Oh my. That.
It's that kind of situation, yeah. It's just by some crazy luck, he's somehow survived. And that's
All right. Somehow, Cliffjumper survived.
pretty much, exactly. Somehow, Cliffjumper survived. He was on a Nemesis when it crashed into the ocean, and he was the only survivor. Okay, we have no answer for that. You just did, you know.
This is fucking beautiful. I love this.
Okay, never mind. You're gonna pull a freaking Palpatine on us?
I still lived.
Yeah. Did you die? Yes, but I lived.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
I live!
But yeah, Steve is also a character, and
Does he go hi, Steve?
I might have a reference to that because we are going to explain that he can't remember his identification number. And he's like, I saw a name on a human billboard, and now I am Steve.
No! How? Okay.
There are going to be some funny moments in
Bro.
the story, but I mean, the premise of it is really dark. You know, this is the last of the Cybertronians at war.
Bruh, you actually are going to include the I am Steve. That's...
I might. I haven't decided yet. I could work it in really easily.
Do it. Just do it. You know everyone loves the meme. Just do it.
Yeah. How funny would it be for Megatron to just accept that? And, you know, instead of calling him Soldier or anything like that, how funny would it be for him to be like, you know, Dreadwing, I need you to go here and do this. Steve, you know what to do. Yeah. You know,
Maybe at least have it the first time. At least he hesitates, and then the next time he's like, "Okay, fine, this is who he is. Moving on."
I think it would be really funny to just with like as much seriousness as he, you know, orders his other soldiers around. Steve, and he gives an order. I think there'd just be something really
Okay,
funny
this
about
is
that.
fucking. This is like the laser beam. I fucking love this.
Okay, wait. Earlier, when you said that
So-
Bludgeon has a hobby, which is meditating, about
What's
Bludgeon
it?
having a hobby, I can't stop thinking about that one absurdly awesome video where they have Bludgeon
Breathe out.
freaking making art.
So, a funny thing about his meditation, though.
So that's it. Go on.
Well, the thing about when Bludgeon meditates, he
That's
does
it
it
for
like
this
a synth, you know,
video.
instead of trying to relax,
Thank
he
you all for
focuses
watching.
on his rage.
The last part is
But
very soon.
It's gonna mirror.
If you enjoyed
Like,
this
it'll be a
video, I
dark
hope consider
mirror to
clicking
how Drift
notifications to be
meditated in
updated
the
on
last
updates and
night.
videos.
So he'll
Please
be
like,
focusing on
comment,
fear,
share,
on hate,
and subscribe.
on anger.
And as always,
You know, we'll get
let the
to
last
see
cinders
that.
burn.
Drift is in the story.